Hey everyone, it's Matt, aka Tech Ranger, and today we're going to be taking a look at my load order for the Xbox Series X for Fallout 4. This is my first one on the Series X, and you'll see that it hasn't changed drastically from my Xbox One X one. You can go check that out. I'll have that linked at the end of the video if you would like to take a look at that. There are different things going on with the Series X, like the FPS Boost that can actually do 60 frames per second with Fallout 4, which is pretty rad. And there's mods that can do that as well. So in this video, I'm running the FPS Boost, and then I will have the link to all my mods, the mod list, at the end of the video, as well as a link in the description if you just want to go there and look at that rather than watch the whole video or skip ahead. I will have timestamps in the description down below. Now, with all the mods in this video, as well as the load order itself, it works for my game in particular. It may not work for yours, so you might want to move some things around or kind of build around it to your taste. So without further ado, let's jump into these 3 showcase mods, and then we'll have the load order at the end of the video. First mods I want to take a look at is Fireflies, and this might be one of my favorite smaller mods out there at the moment because it adds something super simple, adds the fireflies from the glowing sea, and if you're like me and you don't like to go over there, if you don't have to, then it's pretty cool. And so it adds that effect to your game, and there's a bunch of different settings that you can choose with a holotape. Now when you install this, you should have a holotape that should be added to your inventory automatically, but if not, you can always craft that at the chem station, and then that's how you're going to get all your settings for the Fireflies mod. Now from here you can do quite a few things with this mod. You can actually change the density of the fireflies, you can change the color, what time they show up, and then also maybe when they pop up during weather conditions. And it'll also work in Far Harbor and Nuka World if you own those DLCs with the Game of the Year edition. If not, that's okay. It's just like a lightweight script mod essentially, so if you have it, great. If not, that's okay. You can still use this mod. You can still change the color of the fireflies. There's nothing locked behind that DLC. If you don't like the DLCs, sometimes it's good to have it just because a lot of mods do depend on some of the assets in it, but for this one, not so much. Now the only real downside I've seen with this mod so far has probably been the fact that fireflies are not just going to pop up anywhere, even if it is late or really early in the morning and dark. It's not really going to matter, but whether you use your Pip-Boy or the Hollow Time mod that we looked at in a previous video, you can make the time that they appear later or earlier, and also the time when they disappear earlier or later. But you do have to be in a rural area with some trees around. So what do you all think about this one? Let me know in the comments below if you're using it, and what color fireflies do you like? Now with that, let's take a look at our next mod. Now, if you've been watching the channel for the last few videos or so for Fallout 4, you'll notice that the sun may have looked a little bit different to you, and that's because I was using this mod that's all about those sweet god rays that you see. This mod is going to align the lighting of the sun and the moon to give you a more realistic look at sunset and sunrise, and then also during the day. The only caveat is that because Fallout 4's lighting system works a little bit differently than, let's say, Skyrim or Fallout 76, you might see some clipping here and there through some mountains and things like that. Unless you're really looking for it like the mod description says, you're probably not going to see it. What you will see are these really beautiful environments because it's lit very well during the day. Let me know what your experience is with this mod, especially if you're using something like Nitro's Tweaks, which takes away God Rays. I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are. This one's a really small one, and it works wonders. So that was the Sunlight Alignment Tweak mod. Now let's check out the last mod in this showcase, and then jump to our load order, which is one that you've actually seen through this entire video. Now the last mod that we were going to look at in this video before the load order is the Akma Budae Stealth Suit, and I probably pronounced that wrong, so if the mod author ever comes through, feel free to correct me on that one. I was going to play with this one a bit more before I put it in a video, but I actually got a lot of comments for it, so I wanted to throw it in the load order and then test it out as much as I could, and then maybe put it as a showcase mod in one of these load order videos. So hopefully you all enjoyed this quick look at it. There's a lot to do with this mod. It is a stealth suit, so you can create at the chem station a stealth module. You can change the colors of the armor, and there's a ton for the visor, but then there's also a lot of variations for like the actual suit. And you can even mix and match them, which is really cool as well, so you can get a really cool look depending on what you want to go for. You might like the gold, you might like the gold with something else, but I really like the black look, and just a little bit of color looks really nice. But the stealth module won't actually work unless you're wearing it with the suit, so that's something to keep in mind. This one is really customizable, and with any Fallout 4 mod, especially an armor mod or a weapon mod, if you have a lot of options, then that means it's just a really good mod, because the mod author thought of all of those things. So let me know what you think of this one in the comments down below, and if you're currently using it, or maybe plan on using it. Maybe you're in the market for a new armor mod. So I hope that quick little showcase was helpful for you all if you come here looking for some newer mods as well as a list, rather than me going through the list one by one in a dry video. This way you get to watch something a little more fun, and then also get that list as well at the end if you want to kind of pick and choose what you want from it. I will have the link in the description to that spreadsheet with all the Bethesda.net links for all of these mods, as well as the next section will just be that list going in descending order and ascending order if you just want to watch that and jump right back into your game. I didn't notice any glaring issues with this load order. A couple times where I had left the game on, you know, kind of when the screensaver comes on, and then the game just crashes. Not sure if that's like an Xbox memory issue or just the fact that it was running for so long idle without me doing anything, but I thought I'd mention it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I do enjoy putting these load order videos together because it is something a little bit different rather than just reading a list. So appreciate you all watching, and leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video. Leave any questions down below in the form of a comment, and I will catch you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day, and happy modding.